Daybreak is all local all morning. It's Saturday, so we get to highlight a local company with our partners at Indiana Grown. And David Mullins came in today, owner of Bee Great, 2 E's on bee,
yes,
as a beekeeper. Tell me, why did you get into honey making and beekeeping?
We actually got started keeping bees for something to do with my dad. My mom was allergic to bees, and so had to go to the emergency room, and we never had bees, but my dad did when he was a kid. So it was something that my grandfather did and that his brothers did, and
wow.
So it was a cool thing for us to do together.
Just you and your dad, because your mom was inside the house with the door locked and the windows shut.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
My goodness. So then your dad taught you how to do this, and you decided to turn it into your lifelong passion?
We did. Actually, a few years ago, we got ready I turned 50, and we said, you know, we need to start making some plans for retirement, so maybe this would be a nice thing to do on the side, and it has grown exponentially. We never expected it to do this.
So where is Bee Great? Where's your apiary set up?
Bee Great is, we have apiaries across Northeast Indiana.
Okay.
We're located, we just bought a new building and opened a retail store in Churubusco, which is about 15 minutes northwest of Fort Wayne, Indiana.
And one of the coolest
so it's a couple hours
towns
from here.
in the state,
Yeah.
Churubusco, Indiana. Congratulations on opening a new building in the midst of a pandemic.
Yes.
Sometimes that's rare in and of itself. And I imagine a lot of folks have really supported you. And I imagine it's because of your unique honey. And we're not talking your bees are really nice and friendly and you're a wonderful salesperson, but what you make is different than others.
It is. We, just like everybody else, went to farmers markets and sold on roadside stands, and there are tons and tons of beekeepers out there who are doing the same thing. And we said, you know, what could we do differently? And we saw a guy at a farmer's market next to me. I love coffee. He had bourbon barrel aged coffee beans. I swapped him one of our regular coffees for it, our regular honey for his coffee. So barter system at the farmer's market.
Sure.
And then I took it home and put a little honey in my coffee, as I do.
Right.
And that is really good. So what we need to do is put the honey in the barrel. And so we got in the whiskey barrel. So we got a whiskey barrel, then we moved into rum barrels, and then tequila barrels. So we get them from a barrel company down in Louisville, Kentucky, and they drain the alcohol out of them.
Right,
and
but it's got that wooden,
exactly.
I mean, the flavor is in the wood there.
It's the barrel that gives the alcohol the flavor, not the other way around.
Right.
So that's why they age them in barrels. So once it's drained, we put the honey in it, and honey is hygroscopic, so it absorbs moisture. So it pulls all that flavor from the charcoal on the inside of the barrel. We use, one of the barrels we use is a double charred whiskey barrel, and so they've burnt that about an inch thick on the inside. So it's all wet, and when we put the honey in, it pulls that flavor out of it.
I gotta try this. You have a couple of honey jars here for me to try. What is this whiskey your absolute favorite?
This is our first one that we were accepted into the Indiana Artisans for.
Non-alcoholic, I'm assuming.
It is, no alcohol in any of it. And we'll be actually doing a tasting tonight from 5 to 9 at the Carmel, Indiana Artisan Store. So if anybody wants to come out and see some really cool Indiana art and products like these, there's chocolates, there's all kinds of things that are made by Indiana artisans, and we'll be there giving a tasting tonight from 5 to 9 so folks can taste it themselves.
It's a crazy combination of that alcoholic tang with the sweet honey. Well, I gotta ask, what do folks do with this then? If they've got a bottle of whiskey honey, one of these ones that you sell.
The whiskey barrel one is the first one that we did, and it is fantastic on a charcuterie board. So think of cheeses like blue cheese, or think of anything that's got kind of a strong flavor that you might see sweetened. It's shockingly good on salmon.
Well, that's the thing. I'm thinking it goes on something savory.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely it does.
Your website is where folks can order these special for the holidays.
Yeah, we do this really cool sampler here that last year was so popular. Was the first year we did it, and it's got one of each of our whiskey, rum, and tequila barrel honey in it. And we actually did it because of COVID, could not get the bottles. And said, you know, we need to find some bottles. And our bottle distributor said, I've got a bunch of little plastic ones that airlines use, and since they're not using them right now,
make it work.
I've got empty bottles for you.
The creativity.
And so we did that. But it goes so well in a stocking. It just fit right in, and we said, oh, that would be so cool.
What's your website then for folks to order?
BeeGreatLocal.com.
BeeGreatLocal.com. We'll have this on WishTV.com. Of course, you can see him in Carmel from 5 to 9 tonight. Next segment, I want to talk about your other bee products and maybe try the rum one.
That sounds great.
David, thank you.